Surf Life Saving Tasmania comprises a state centre, 15 surf lifesaving clubs, 7 marine rescue services, 4 support services located around the coastline, and boasts over 2,300 members, including over 900 juniors who are all committed to saving lives and positively impacting on their local communities. Throughout this year alone, you have performed 62 rescues, 2,404 preventative actions, attended 70 first aid incidents, and given
a staggering over 16,000 patrol hours.
You are all local heroes, and it's via tonight's Awards of Excellence that we celebrate these outstanding achievements. Hello and welcome. I'm Andrew Hopwood, and it's my pleasure to be hosting tonight's awards. As we know, Surf Life Saving Tas is a close community, and it's a shame we can't be together tonight to enjoy each other's company, share stories, as we understand true friendships have been forged over many years. That said, I know there will be many club gatherings to compensate. So to you all, congratulations on your outstanding efforts this year. So let your hair down and enjoy the evening. Surf Life Saving Tasmania would like to formally thank its value partners and supporters: the Tasmanian Government, DHL, Holden, Westpac, the Tasmanian Community Fund, Motors Holden and KPMG. I met with Stephen Godfrey, the President of Surf Life Saving Tasmania, during the week, and I started our chat by saying how proud he must be leading this fine community-based organisation and the people within it.
Yes, Andrew, it's very humbling to be involved in this organisation. Obviously our members being volunteers, whether that be on the beach doing patrols, being on the water with the marine rescue units or response, or even the mums and dads bring their kids along to the nippers to bring them down each weekend to help them do that training, to the ones that work with the club to ensure that the clubs survive and keep going. Look, it's a tremendous community involvement, and look, I'm very proud of Surf Life Saving and their members, and indeed I think the whole community of Tasmania ought to be proud of them. In conclusion, I'd just like to thank all our members for the valuable service they give to Surf Life Saving. Without all members, we would not be the organisation we are today. To our nominees for tonight, I congratulate you on your nominations, and we look forward to hearing of your stories as it unfolds tonight. And I hope you enjoy the evening. And with that, I'd like to introduce the Premier of Tasmania, the Honourable Peter Gutwein, to say a few words. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge and pay respect to the Tasmanian Aboriginal people, elders past, present and emerging. The Tasmanian Government is a proud supporter of Surf Life Saving in Tasmania, and it's wonderful to be here virtually tonight to welcome you all to the 2020 Surf Life Saving Tasmania Annual Awards of Excellence. I want to acknowledge the attendance tonight of Graham Ford AM, the Surf Life Saving Australia President, Stephen Godfrey, the Surf Life Saving Tasmania President, Tony van den Enden, Surf Life Saving Tasmanian Chief Executive Officer, club presidents who are with us, members, volunteers and their families. Tasmanians love to be involved in sport and recreation on our beaches, rivers and lakes, and for a lot of us it is a part of what makes growing up in this beautiful state such a wonderful experience. But we know that Surf Life Saving is not only a sport. It provides an essential educational and emergency rescue service to the community, and the Tasmanian Government is working to ensure that all Tasmanians can participate safely in aquatic activities. To all of those involved, I'd like to say thank you for helping keep Tasmanians safe on our beaches and in our waterways. Congratulations to all of tonight's nominees across all 14 categories. You've been recognised for your achievements and outstanding contribution to your clubs throughout the season. I wish you every success, and I look forward to meeting you in person when we next get the opportunity to do so. Thank you.
Thank you to Peter Gutwein, the Premier of Tasmania. Now we're going to hear from Graham Ford AM, President, Surf Life Saving Australia.
Good evening. I would like to congratulate all Surf Life Saving Tasmania members for an outstanding 2019-20 season. With a season unlike any we have ever had, the amazing spirit of our Surf Life Savers continues to touch the wider Australian community. Through trying times, our Surf Life Saving community has continued to bravely stand up as volunteers and put themselves forward as leaders. On behalf of Surf Life Saving Australia, I would like to let you know how proud we are of each and every member of Surf Life Saving in Tasmania. It is our vigilant strength and perseverance that is the backbone of the Australian way of life. Regardless of any potential challenges we might be faced with as we look forward to next season and beyond, I'm confident that together we will continue to save lives, build a better community for Tasmania, and continue to create great Australians. Please enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thanks, Graham. Well, it's now we start the awards in the education sphere of Surf Life Saving with Trainer of the Year. As a nominee, you must be an endorsed trainer who is passionate about building the skills of others, one who constantly delivers a positive learning experience, and who encourages other members to engage in the delivery of training. There are two nominees, Ned Reardon from Clifton Beach and Stephanie Pendergrast from Burnie. And the winner is Stephanie Pendergrast, the Burnie Surf Life Saving Club. During the 2019-20 season, Stephanie consulted and collaborated with trainers and assessors from surrounding Northwest Coast clubs to provide increased opportunity, availability, and most importantly, flexibility for candidates across a range of awards. She provided a combination of weekday training sessions, weekend and school holiday half-day sessions across 2 different beaches, galvanising and supporting club members and utilising their skills, knowledge and experience across a range of trainers and assessors has meant a collegial and supportive environment at both intra and inter-club level. Congratulations, Stephanie. The next award is the Assessor of the Year. Nominees must be endorsed assessors who are passionate about building the skills of others, consistently delivering positive and supportive assessment experience, and who encourage other members to engage in training or assessment. There is one nominee, Simon Kay from Clifton Beach. And so it is with pleasure that we congratulate Simon Kay from Clifton Beach Surf Life Saving Club, our Assessor of the Year. Simon is one of the most highly valued and experienced lifesavers in Tasmania. Simon's work this season, as well as many previous seasons, have had a significant role in creating more qualified, professional and skilled lifesavers for the betterment of the organisation as he continues to teach, mentor and impart his knowledge at club and regional level. Well done, Simon. The next award is the Community Education Program of the Year. This is to recognise a surf life-saving delivered activity or program which has significantly contributed to the organisation's mission of saving lives, creating great Australians and building better communities. This year's winner is the Clifton Beach Surf Life Saving Club's NIPA program. Congratulations to Clifton Beach. Clubs are all about people, and Clifton wanted to invest in youth so their club will reap the rewards in years to come. The key aims and objectives were to increase the numbers of nippers in the program, engage more families in the wider workings of the club, and to develop a program that would eventually see more organic increase in the number of lifesavers they have on the beach. We now move on to the Innovation Award, which is a well-researched concept, piece of equipment, program or event which has been implemented to improve any facet of surf lifesaving. Our nominees are the Beach Awareness Program, a joint effort from Bernie and Penguin and the Hydrathon, Clifton Beach. Congratulations to our winner, Bernie and Penguin Surf Life Saving Clubs. The Beach Safety Awareness Project developed after learning about Live, Learn and Survive, an educational water safety program developed by Trent Maxwell, which delivers a surf safety message to school-aged children around Australia, leveraging on Max's high profile as an author and TV celebrity to educate as many Northwest Coast children on beach safety ahead of summer. Now we move into the Surf Sports Award, and first up is Coach of the Year. As a nominee, you must be an accredited coach who has made a significant contribution to athlete performance at a state, national and/or international level, to the development of athletes in surf life-saving activities outside of surf sports, and to the education, development of other coaches in surf life-saving. Our nominees are Craig Mason, Bernie, Craig Sly, Clifton Beach, and Andrew Towns, Penguin. Congratulations, Coach of the Year, Craig Mason, Bernie Surf Life Saving Club. Craig has made a significant contribution in areas of board paddling, ski paddling, bronze medallion, carnival preparation, IRB training and coaching. His great strength is to assist other coaches, trainers and assessors, mentoring junior members not only in his own club but in the wider surf life-saving community on the Northwest Coast. The next award is Official of the Year. As a nominee, you must be an accredited surf sports official who has made a significant contribution to both officiating at a state, national and/or international level, and to the educational development of other officials in surf life-saving. The nominations are Mark Lehman, Bernie and Craig McKinnon, Carlton Park. Congratulations to our winner, Craig McKinnon, Carlton Park Surf Life Saving Club. Craig has provided exemplary service as an official throughout the 2019-2020 surf sports season. He has volunteered countless hours in the capacity of race referee, area referee and carnival referee, and has made a true difference to surf life saving in Tasmania by reinforcing a positive, safe culture. From individual awards to Team of the Year, which recognise an athletic team who has achieved supporting excellence in youth and/or open age competition. The nominees are the Bernie Surf Sports Team and the Sydney Carnival Team, Clifton Beach. The winner of the Team of the Year is Bernie Surf Life Saving Club Surf Sports Team. The Bernie Surf Club Surf Sports Team had a dominant 2019-20 season. Their drive for success is matched by a commitment to training and attendance at carnivals. Their sports program is supported by a number of dedicated coaches, officials and parents. The commitment of these support roles provides a great environment for young people to improve their skills to then transfer across to being confident patrolling members. Well done, Bernie, on a stellar season. We now turn our attention to the up-and-coming generation with Youth Athlete of the Year. This award is open to athletes aged between 15 to 18 who have achieved sporting excellence in youth and/or open age competition. The nominees are Georgia Askew, Bernie, Kate Reardon, Clifton Beach, Olivia Smith, Kingston Beach, and Cooper Armstead, Port Sorell. Our Youth Athlete of the Year is Cooper Armstead. Cooper was recently awarded the Port Sorell Competitor of the Year award due to his achievements in and out of competition that have strongly reflected the club values of giving your best effort, embracing opportunities, being respectful, responsible and supportive. During the season, Cooper was a state under-17 Ironman champion, state under-17 board champion, as well as being crowned state under-17 male overall champion. Great work, Cooper. We now move up to senior ranks with Athlete of the Year, which is open to athletes aged 15 and older who have achieved sporting excellence in open age competition. The Athlete of the Year nominations are Phoebe Woodhouse, Burnie, Jade Richardson, Clifton Beach, and Maddie McBride, Kingston Beach. Congratulations to our winner, Phoebe Woodhouse from the Burnie Surf Life Saving Club. Phoebe was the overall champion in the 2019-20 Tasmanian Surf League, achieving first place in both the under-17 and open female categories. Phoebe has balanced her training and competition schedule whilst achieving high academic results at school. Now we go from one high achiever to another. Lara Emmett was awarded the Tasmanian Surf Lifesaver of the Year at last year's awards. She has recently been appointed to the position of Youth Representative of the Surf Lifesaving Executive Committee, and earlier this year attended the National Leadership College. All of this while juggling studies as a third-year medical student at university in Townsville. I spoke to Lara and asked how has surf lifesaving and the opportunities afforded to her influenced her career choices.
Surf life saving began for me back in Nippers about 16 years ago now, and throughout that time I've progressed from going through the competitor years, going through state teams, becoming a really successful athlete, and then actually turning to the life-saving pathway, which eventually ended up inspiring me to take on medicine as a career and a profession. The skills that I got in life-saving from just achieving the bronze medallion in the beginning to becoming a vital part of the community, going on SLST's development camp, that really did inspire me to take on new leadership roles as well, develop my skills in first aid and emergency medicine, and I guess that's how I ended up choosing the path in medicine, because it's such a diverse range of opportunities, much like surf lifesaving is, and working as a part of a team, which I don't think you always get in other organisations, which is as unique as surf lifesaving in itself.
It was great to get an insight into the influence that surf lifesaving has had on Lara's career choices due to the wonderful pathways that it afforded to all who are part of this amazing organisation. We hope you're enjoying the night so far. It's now time to take our first break. We'll see you back real soon. Our next category is Life Saving Awards, and we start with Youth Surf Life Saving Saver of the Year, which is open to active patrol members under the age of 21 who have made an outstanding contribution to the delivery and development of surf life-saving frontline services. The nominees are Rhys Evans, Bicheno, Connor Vanderploeg, Bernie, Jenna Stacey, Clifton Beach, Katrina Cubert, Kingston Beach, Angus Burton, Penguin, Lachlan Frame, Port Sorell, and Murphy Knowles, Ulverston. Congratulations to our winner, Rhys Evans, Bicheno Surf Life Saving Club. Rhys has been instrumental in the forward development of the Bicheno Club via his many roles, including Vice President, Patrol Captain, Emergency Response Team Member, Cadet Coach, Community Lifeguard, Community Education Instructor, and Southern Regional Life Saving Committee Member. Now, I don't know about you folks, but I'm exhausted after reading about all of Rhys's wonderful contribution to surf life saving on the East Coast. Well done, young man. It's now time for the prestigious Lifesaver of the Year. This year's nominees are Ned Reardon, Clifton Beach, Maddie Laurie, Kingston Beach, Nicholas Canales, Penguin, Brett Christie, Port Sorell, and Andrew McMahon, Ulverston. The winner of the Surf Lifesaver of the Year is Nicholas Canales from the Penguin Surf Lifesaving Club. I had a chat with Nick and started by asking about the many and varied roles he has at the club.
So here at my club, I'm the lifesaving manager. I also fill the role of chief training officer. I'm also part of the under-23 boat crew, so we do quite a bit of training on top of everything else as well.
So that said, as we mentioned a few minutes ago, you don't have a grey hair on your head, and I do, but you do so much, not only upskilling but then imparting the knowledge. Which one of those areas do you enjoy the most?
Probably imparting knowledge, I think, because it's terrific to see young lifesavers that have just stepped into this organisation to then carry on with their careers and their skill to conduct, brilliant things. So whether that be rescues or just have a fantastic career using the skills and opportunities that that we gave them. So I think, training new people and imparting that knowledge would probably be the better of those two. Yeah.
How has surf lifesaving helped you in life?
So quite a lot actually. So I suppose it's become more of a lifestyle for myself. I've managed to use a lot of the skills and knowledge that I've got from lifesaving to then transition that into a workplace as well. Also just the life skills like discipline, organisation, time management. Those are the big ones, I suppose. Go anywhere and take that with you for life. So yeah.
Given our busy lives, it is increasingly challenging to attract and maintain volunteers. So when a club or organisation gets a good one, they like to hang on to them. Well, Hang On Surf Lifesaving has for 70 years. As it was with pleasure I sat down and chewed the fat with legend. No icon, Ken Knight. Welcome to the awards night.
You flattered me a little bit, I think, Andrew.
Mate, 1950 you started at Surf Lifesaving Club. Let's go back 1 year previous. So you weren't a resident of the local area. Tell me a bit about where you came from.
I originally came from Surrey in England, and with my family we moved out here and landed in Tasmania in January 1949.
And so how is it that you came to be a member of the club? What tempted you to come down to the beach?
Well, a family who cared for us as a family. We were strangers, as you can imagine, in a new country. A friend came along as I was having tea one evening and said, "You can swim, can't you?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Well, you better come along with me and we'll join the Penguin Surf Club." And that was in October 1950, yes, at their annual meeting.
It's extraordinary. And so you've been a member ever since?
Ever since, yes.
So through that time, what would be some of the major changes that you have seen?
Well, I think the biggest changes have been in the technology that has been developed over the years. There wouldn't many people today would remember the reel line and belt. Mm-hmm. Well, that was our only form of rescue back then, and you had to be a good swimmer to be able to rescue somebody. Now, of course, we've got all these motorised craft, the IRBs, the jet rescue boats, and the jet rescue skis and the jet rescue boats. We've got radios where once upon a time we had to signal with one another with flags. Can you imagine that? Yeah. And it's been some dramatic changes. I suppose the period between 1960 and 1980 was just a complete revolution in Australian surf lifesaving, and the biggest development that there's ever been in such a short period.
Yeah, it's amazing. And not only been involved heavily just in this club, I was fascinated with the book that I was presented with on the history of surf lifesaving. So you've archived that till 2005. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about that process.
Well, I was able to do that through a very good friend of the time. He's no longer with us, but he was a fanatic at keeping and retaining newspaper clippings, and every newspaper that was ever printed in Tasmania that contained an article on surf lifesaving was cut out and laboriously labelled with the year on it, and he left me those cuttings in his will, and it was a good basis for the foundation of the history that I wrote of surf lifesaving in Tasmania.
So through the lens that is your eye that has seen a lot of change over those 70 years, how is the state of surf lifesaving in Tasmania in today?
It's in very good hands. It's developed, of course. We've got a lot more clubs. We'd have about 3 times as many clubs and rescue organisations as we had. It was only on the coast, as you've spoken about, on the northwest coast here. It's now statewide, and it's just developing all the time, which of course takes more organisation and more people to keep the wheels turning. But it's going particularly well.
Some clubs and organisations find it very hard with volunteerism. What has kept you motivated to be part of this organisation?
That's a good question, Andrew. I think the greatest pleasure I've got out of it is the many friends I've made over the years. And I believe in the organisation as an organisation, in making our beaches safe or our, so that people can enjoy swimming in the sea with, shall we say, the best possible care that we can give them. And we train young people in resuscitation and first aid. Now, they may only remain a member for perhaps only 12 months, but at least when they leave the organisation, they take that knowledge with them, and they've got the surf skills and the knowledge to be able to look after not only themselves, but after other people as well.
Well, sitting here talking with you now and looking at you, you look as fit as a trout. There's no doubt about that. So I can't see why you keep going. So tell me, do you get the budgie smugglers on and get out there of the summer and get on patrol?
No, I don't. Certainly don't patrol these days. No, and it has to be quite a warm day for tempt me to go into the sea these days.
So it's more of a, you know, when Ken's comes along, everyone's on attention and you're just sort of making sure everything's done right and keep an eye on things from afar. Is that how it works?
No, I wouldn't say that. I might look at it from afar, but I won't go down and interfere with them.
So for you, though, on a serious note, 70 years is just extraordinary. No sign of you giving it away?
No, I'd like to keep going as long as I can, because I've got as I've said, I've got so many good friends. I enjoy the company. Even here, we have a meal, the club provides a meal, or we have a lady who prepares a meal here, and I love to come along and mix with the members and have a meal here on a Friday night. It's just part of my life now, you know.
It's fantastic. And I'm interested, Ken, I think it was 69 you became a life member of Surf Life Saving Tasmania. There's so many things when I look down at your CV. I think the only next thing we have to do is make you the first icon of Surf Life Saving in Tasmania. What do you think about that? I think it's hard to knock, isn't it?
Don't particularly need any recognition. I think the enjoyment I've got out of it is sufficient recognition for me, yes.
So if someone's out there and they're 50 cents each way on whether they should or shouldn't be part of this organisation, what would you say to them?
I'd say go for it and be a member.
Brilliant. Now, as we said, volunteerism is hugely important. I wondered if you would help us by telling us who is going to, the nominees, for the Volunteer of the Year, Ken.
Certainly, Andrew. We've got Shane Askew from the Burnie Club, Anthony Chapman from Clifton Beach Surf Club, Andrew Fogarty from Kingborough VMR, Matthew Stones from the Penguin Club here, the local club here at Penguin, and Carlton Frame from Port Sorell.
Well, Ken, thank you very much. From one generation of volunteer to the winner of the Volunteer of the Year. The winner of Surf Life Saving's Volunteer of the Year is Shane Askew. On a sunny Burnie morning, I spoke to Shane, so I was interested to learn of his involvement in the organisation.
Been in Burnie Surf Club for the last 14 odd years after coming down from Queensland. Held previously the role of the junior coordinator for 5 years. Stepped up into the role of club captain this season. Also dabble in the Surf Sports Executive on the committee there. Coordinate the Iron Ocean series that runs throughout the year, and generally just help out around the club where I can.
Fantastic. What are your philosophies in relation to the training of youth and bringing the next generation through? Because I understand that's something that you're involved with as well.
Yeah, very much. It's giving the youth an opportunity. I had fantastic opportunities when I was growing up in Surf Club, and I want to try and give those opportunities back to the kids. Developing future leaders. What we do is community service, and it's giving them the skills and the ability to go forward in life. So,
yeah, one of the challenges is in the community is engaging, especially in the youth in the 15 to 19. There seems to be a big drop off in a whole variety of areas. Are you doing anything specific with that age group?
We have a very strong 15 to 17 year age group, and I think it comes through from our junior movement, but we engage them in all aspects of the club and promote them into leadership roles. We feel that group are looking for an experience when they come to the club, and whether that's on the beach patrolling or competing, they live in a social media world, so they want to be able to promote themselves, so we try and tap into that area.
Now, one of the other things which I was interested to learn is not only involved in Burnie, but I understand you've gone to other clubs, I think Boat Harbour, and invested in the nippers there to widen the pyramid to make that club stronger?
Yeah, Boat Harbour asked me early in the season last year to come along and do a couple of sessions. So yeah, it's all about developing all the clubs, troughs and peaks, and the clubs go through. And so I just put my services out there. Took a couple of sessions with the nippers and the juniors there, and helped them out.
Brilliant. And what about, I think you went to a master class as well, so Burnie are investing in the knowledge that you can gain, so you can bring that back to this club also then to disseminate to the rest of the state. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, it's run by Surf Life Saving Australia, and it was held in South Australia late last year, and there was 30 of us that went across to there who are in leadership roles, and it's about giving them the opportunity through formal education through the University of South Australia to develop our skills to at a higher level, management level of clubs, to make sure they run effectively, efficiently, and with the latest trends in what's going on.
Well, Shane, thanks very much for your time, and congratulations on Volunteer of the Year.
Thank you very much.
Well, we're building to a big finish, but before we get there, let's take our last break for the night. records show there were moves to have a life-saving apparatus at West Beach in 1919. But it was a meeting at Tom Scott's barbershop just up the road from where I'm standing in the summer of 1921 that saw the formation of the first committee of the Burnie Surf Lifesaving Club, chaired by Captain James Newlands. I asked club legend Ron Blake what the first committee would make of the Burnie Club as it is today.
I think if they were here today, they would be overawed by what we have here now on West Beach compared with what it was like back in 1921. This parade here that we're on, Hilda Parade, wasn't even here. It was just sand dunes. It was redeveloped during the Depression era. And progressively we've had different clubhouses culminating in the one that we have here, and always been a strong club in Tasmania.
Yeah, the first clubhouse, so that was just a humble wooden construction.
Yes, it was. There was a wooden construction to the east of here, and then that was demolished. That was only a very small structure, and they built another clubhouse probably halfway between here and the wharf, and that was eventually demolished in 1961, I think, 60 or 61, and is now the Scout, well, it used to be the Scout building on Emu River. They bought it from the surf club and used that as their clubhouse. And this building here, the original surf club building, the brick building, was built for the Australian Championships that were held here in 1961. Back in the early 70s, nippers came into the club. Yeah. And that's progressed from a few young children wanting to not have a career but have a pastime in surf lifesaving, but that's developed into something bigger than that, because generally the parents get involved in the club as well, which is really good for this club. And the other thing is that Burnie was the first surf club to train up female members of surf lifesaving, and that was in the early 80s. And since then, women and nippers have become part of this structure, which is the way that it really should be. Prior to that, it was an all-male domain, which a lot of clubs were back in those days.
Stuart, tell me a little bit about how the club stands as we are now in 2020.
Yeah, we're still going along quite nicely. We've got a really good relationship with our local council, and we've got great facilities. They look after the foreshore, and they've done it up really well. We've got a good member base from our juniors all the way through, and we find that we're fairly strong with our coaching, and our committee's been fairly strong for a number of years now. So we've got some good structures in place, and it's a good environment around here, really good family environment. So we pride ourselves down here at the end of the street, and we're happy to make sure all our swimmers stay safe down here on West Beach.
Happy birthday, Burnie Surf Lifesaving Club. A fantastic achievement of 100 years of community service. It was great to spend the morning with Stuart and Ron, who proudly introduced me to their past, as well as spoke of the present and their ambitious plans for expansion. We now move on to our last and most prestigious award, the Darkie Wilson Award. The Darkie Wilson Award is presented to the best surf lifesaving club or marine rescue unit of the year. The clubs nominated are Kingston Beach, Clifton Beach, and the Penguin Surf Lifesaving Clubs. The winner of the Darkie Wilson Award goes to the Penguin Surf Lifesaving Club. Congratulations to Alison Cable and the members at the Penguin Club.
So now we have a really strong patrol base, which we were struggling with quite a few years ago. We've managed to encourage some new members to come along, but really importantly, we've actually had some returning members that had taken some time away. Obviously, sometimes being a volunteer, you definitely need to take a break. So it's really positive that we've been able to have some returning members, and not only are they patrolling, but they're helping out in all areas of the club. So we're really fortunate. And our junior ranks have grown as well. So.
Well, that's the other thing. I think you're only as good as, say, the base of the pyramid. So is that something that you've looked at? Because I understand that the numbers in the Nipper program has expanded exponentially.
Yeah, so not only, it's probably the involvement of the members that we have as well. So we've had obviously the growth in our nippers, but it's also the ones that are actually coming along and competing and actually contributing to what is a real club atmosphere. It's really family orientated, so like when we do go to Hobart, we go and all camp together, and that's including our senior boat people or any other family that come along and just join in for a weekend away, which has been really a great vibe around the club.
A huge congratulations to the winners of all the awards that were on offer tonight. From an outsider looking in, it's been an eye-opener to meet so many quality people giving to their community with no expectation of remuneration, recognition, and a level of professionalism and humility that would be the envy of any sporting club or organisation. As we go out with a collage of photos of the year, let's charge our glasses and celebrate. To Surf Life Saving, enjoy the rest of tonight, stay safe, look after each other. Let's hope we'll be back together enjoying company of many friends during the impending season. Cheers.